Welcome to Jumanji. Alright, so Jumanji The Next Level brings back Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Karen Gillian, Jack Black, and Kevin Hart, and they are joined by Danny DeVito, Danny Glover, and Aquafina. And after Spencer goes back into the world of Jumanji, his friends and his grandfather go into the world of Jumanji to try to suck him back, but once they go in, they find out that they are not the people they used to be. Now, I was really excited to see Jumanji The Next Level because I enjoyed Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, and I enjoyed the very first Jumanji with Robin Williams, and all the trailers for this movie really excited me, and I was really excited to see this film. So there was a lot of expectations going into this film, and what I can say about the film is that not only does it bring back the magic that we had in the first film or in the second one, however you like to define the Jumanji movies. But in this one, it brings back the magic that we had in the first one, and brings back more of that humor, more of that charm, and a lot of more excitement. However, with this one, I wouldn't say that this film is a step down from Welcome to the Jungle, story wise, but humor wise, it's a little bit of steps down because there are some humor moments that works, and there are times that it gets repetitive and there's no explanation later on, but I'll go into that later into the cons. I like seeing all the cast members in this movie, and I like what they did with this one in the body swapping and showing us that if you go back into the world of Jumanji, then sometimes you either get stuck with the people that you were with the first time you went in, or you get body swapped. And I really like that aspect of the film, and it really played really well in this film. I also like the dynamic that they had with. I like the way that The Rock represented Danny DeVito and Kevin Hart representing Danny Glover. And I really like that aspect of the film, and there are some moments towards the end of the film that is really fast paced and it just ends abruptly. But I like the way that the story went on. I really enjoyed a lot of the humor in this film, and surprisingly this movie has a lot more heart than it does in the first one. You don't get like a sense of heart in the first one till you get to the end when you meet Nick Jonas's character. But other than that, I think this movie has a lot more heart in this film, especially when it comes to Spencer and his grandfather. And I really like the way that they interacted in the beginning of the film, and it goes on into the film, and I really enjoyed all that. And even though this movie is a little bit of a step down in the humor department than it was in the first one, a lot of similarities to Welcome to the Jungle, especially in the villain aspect of this film. And that's one thing that really bummed me out because I thought they would have learned the lesson from Welcome to the Jungle, but they continue to make the same mistake with the villain. I feel like this is like the MCU of Jumanji, where the villain is basically in the background just to have them there. There was no reason for the villain to be in this film except to have a villain, and that was really of a bummer because even though I do love Bobby Cannavale in Welcome to the Jungle and as an actor, I do think that they would have learned the lesson in this film, but they keep making the same mistake with the villain. He's pushed to the side, just like the Welcome to the Jungle. They don't show the villain in the trailers for this film, so I'm not going to spoil who the villain is or what the villain is. I was really bummed out in that aspect because I wish they could have done something with the villain, but he just keeps getting pushed back towards the end of the film. To just have him there for the end of the climax, and like I said, there is a running gag with Danny DeVito's character in this film as Dwayne Johnson that keeps going on and on and on. And I had a theory about why, but it doesn't get explained to the end. I think it's just they said, "Hey, this works. This worked once, so why not keep doing it again and again and again?" And even though it does get some chuckles towards a couple times when it gets introduced, but other than that, it keeps going on and on and on. And I wish that they would have just done something else because it feels like lazy writing, and that is something that really bummed me out because I really enjoyed a lot of the humor in this film. I think this movie has better humor than it does in the first one, especially during a pool scene, which I'm not going to spoil, but it is really funny and I really enjoyed that gag. But overall, this movie is fun. It's exciting. It's enjoyable. If you enjoyed the past two Jumanji movies, you'll enjoy this one. If you enjoyed Welcome to the Jungle but didn't enjoy the first one, you'll enjoy this one still. It does keep that charm, that humor. It keeps the villain as well, sadly. But overall, I really had a great time. I was laughing a lot during this movie, and I can't wait to see what they do with the next one if they ever consider doing a next one. Keep the movie. I hope they keep the franchise going because there's a lot more potential that they could possibly do in the future. But overall, I enjoyed this film, and yeah, go ahead and check it out when this movie comes out in theaters soon. I'm going to go ahead and give Jumanji: The Next Level an 8 out of 10. Like I said, there is a lot more humor in this film. The villain is the same. If you enjoyed the other ones, then you'll enjoy this one. This movie is a fun film for the Christmas season, and just like Welcome to the Jungle. So go ahead and check it out when you can. When you do, go ahead and let me know down in the comments what you think of it. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Did you like the villain? Did you not enjoy it? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments what you think of it. And until next time, this is Josie at the movies.